Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. The title of today's podcast is The Dirty Sector Explained. Full YouTube breakdown by King Israel Doctrine. As you can see, it's stated right there, YouTube Street King, because this is the King channel. I want to welcome you all to the channel. The thing here is attention economics. We're talking economics here. So let me state what it is to break down. In 2017, I had broke down Hassan Campbell, a very well-known YouTuber today due to the fact that I gave him my energy, the energy that I had created before him on Blog Talk Radio and also on YouTube, where I was fighting the conscious community, beating down all the biggest names in the conscious community, from in the black media, Polite, Philadelphia guy, Ali Muhammad, Sarah Seti, all the heroes that everybody talk about on social media. I was dealing with them all, unless they ran from me. And a good majority ran from me, like Shaka Utmost, he ran from me. He came out with his little codex and this and that. And I spoke about it. He never spoke to me. He spoke to Hieroglyphics, Jonathan Cat. Man, I took the world by storm. People didn't understand who I was or could have understood who I was. But I was just a hurt young man that was searching for knowledge, searching for what I needed to make it in this world. And I created that lane for myself, doing what I thought was right to do, come out in these streets that I finally made, popularized the term right here on YouTube, and everybody started using it. It may have been before me, but no one popularized it. I popularized things due to the fact that I'm relentless. I get on the topic and I won't leave the topic. So I was on the topic of her son because he was out here calling himself dragging my mother through these YouTube streets. I planted her in my yard, helped me grow my this and do that and everything. It was very messed up that he did it. It did something to me mentally, right? And the world don't know about that because people have came through, created a dirty section full of dirty people to dirty up my narrative on her son that I created in 2017. Now, in 2017, a journalist by the name of Layla Wells, the one who created Trapped in the Culture, I had hit her on Facebook and told her that her son had taken a picture from Bambata, the killer boy. She's a journalist. She's a documentarist. She's all these things, right? And I informed her. She informed me that she knew about it before I told her about it, which put her in a very bad situation, meaning she knew about the possible death of a young Hispanic boy and did not say anything about it. And then she went on to sell a documentary and all kind of things. And a lot of people joined her son, Troy Doctrine, and everything else. Joined her to run racketeering on YouTube. RICO. Racketeering, illegal, so on and so forth. What it is, I don't know. I ain't said it in so long. I'm a stroke victim. I don't run around claiming that I remember everything. But it's individuals around here that know things like, I would say, dollar skills. since he's my brother, and he told me, hey, I'm in it also, because Layla Wills put him in the paperwork in Chicago, trying to line him up like she was trying to line me up and take me out in Cook County, as if I was King Von or something, and she had to take me out. You know, she got family in O Block and stuff. So I guess she played the female O Block character in Chicago. It's like a movie, people. I mean, I don't know what was going on. I was just being me, though, fighting the system and standing up to the powers that be. What if they was Troy Star Terrain? What if they was Layla Wills? What if they was Marcy Hamilton? What if they was Dave Wedge? What if it was Ron Savage? Whoever it was. So she went live to the Chicago Police Department because she was with her sorority sister, the judge that was on the case. I don't know her name because I had a stroke, but the judge, her sorority sister, whatever ties they got, told her to go tell the police. So she went and lied to the police. And when I came back to court, the police was outside the courthouse waiting on me. I felt uncomfortable, tried to leave that floor and everything, and they told me that I was under arrest. They didn't read me no more run the rights and all that stuff. I told the state of Illinois that the state of Illinois said, leave that guy alone because we're at fault him. And they threw the case out of court. Once they threw the case out of court, Layla Wills and her false claims and her lies and everything she did, she threw her civil case out of court. But one thing she didn't know when she did that, I was learning court procedure. I was learning how things work. So now it's the time for me to laugh. She laughed first and I cried. Now it's time for me to laugh and for her to cry. Because when I start my court procedures, when I bring my criminal stuff that she, Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wills and stuff, see, I didn't have no big time corporation. They got big time corporations. So let me explain to you what's about to happen. If they don't, I ain't even going, whatever. What's about to happen is those nonprofits and stuff, the snitch network and everything these people got, and the money that they got and the way they got it in a deposition, they're going to have to tell. Anywhere it goes, they're going to have to tell. And if they don't tell and they get caught, that's jail time. But see, people never grew up believing that knowledge was power. But I always believed that knowledge was power because it's one thing about knowledge. They always try to keep it away from me. They don't want me to know what's in the book. They don't want me to know what's in that book. They tried to stop me from reading everything. They never taught me phonics and stuff. So they tried to put me in a bad predicament. So I just played an audio a couple days ago, Go Fishing, where Khalil Amani is telling a story about her son and Giovanni. Giovanni is the name of the young boy that allegedly got date raped by Africa Bambaataa, allegedly stabbed him, allegedly this, allegedly that. The young man's name was Giovanni. People was afraid because even when they brought the name out, people were still trying to cover up for Bambaataa and what he had did, and that's sodomized a young boy, which is a form of pederasty, male loving young men and stuff. Now, it's 2 in the morning. about to be 3. I'm going to call it a day. Once again, this is my conversation. I didn't have what it took to popularize it back in the day. I will popularize this, and everyone on YouTube and in these YouTube streets will know of who's who. I'm not dying without letting the people know. Y'all not sending a killer to come kill me without me letting the people know. And if you flag my channels, you're just going to make things go faster. So I don't have nothing else to say. So Khalil, if you want to, speak on the fact that Layla Wills, Marcy Hamilton, and Troy Star Terrain and everything is in a bad position because of you. If you end up disappearing, dying, or whatever, like K. Slay, Bambaataa, and all of that, I won't have no problem. I'm going to say they put you in witness protection and just erase you. Because it's a burden on this on you, son. And as Usher said, we're going to let it burn. We're going to let it burn. So with that said, I'm gone. That's my breakdown of the dirty sector, which Khalil, Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wills, Marcy Hamilton, and all these people are in that dirty sector. And y'all just don't know about them because they don't want to be famous. Because if they get famous like her son got famous, then I ain't going to get famous too. And they don't want me to get famous. They don't want me to leave a legacy to my children. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know in the comments what you think. Peace. I'm out.